Hi everyone. I'm going to do a quick video on how I created this all boxed up flip mini. I got this idea from Angel Wings 14100 on YouTube. She did a video of her. She calls it an all boxed up flip mini album. So that's what I was referring to it as. She does not give a tutorial how to do it. She just shows hers, and I kind of just went by that and made my own pattern. Mine is not exactly like hers. So I will tell you how I made mine. Annette and a few other people have asked how I did this. So this is my version of that box. And again, if you haven't seen this, it opens like this, and it has lots of pages that flip all different directions. And I have a separate video on that. Okay. So to get started, I have various pieces of cardstock. This is the top flap, and it measures 9 1/4 inches by 5. You score it at 7/8 of an inch, so just 1/8 under an inch, then at 2 inches, then at 8, then at 9. Okay, so that will fold up, and this is the part that hooks around the bottom. I put magnets in here. This is a part that attaches to the back. This one little 1/4 inch strip here is what I'm calling a gusset, and this is what I'm using to attach all the pages. So it's just a 1/4 inch score that I've got tape on here. You can use score tape or glue or whatever. Your next piece you'll need is the bottom flap, which measures 11 3/4 by 5. I actually only had 8 1/2 by 11 cardstock, so I used 2 pieces and attached it in the middle. But if you use it, you need 11 inch long, and you score it at 6 inches. Okay, and this is going to be your bottom flap. So what we're doing is taking the top flap and taking the 6 inch side of the score line. I'm taking, mine has got score tape, and I'm placing that right over the edge here. Okay. So now what we have, when you fold it at the 6 inch, what you end up is with this shape. Okay, so that forms the front and the back of your box with the bottom flap. Next, you'll need a piece of cardstock for the right side. Now, don't freak out with my measurements here. Originally I had said it was 6 inches wide, but I want it just slightly under 6 inches so that it fits inside well. So it's 5 15/16. It's 6 inches minus a little bit, so go with that. Just under 6 inches by 9 3/4 long. And you score that at 1/4 inch, then at 1 1/4, and then at 5 3/4. Okay, so you end up with this. And on this 1/4 inch, use tape or glue, and that's what you're going to attach to the base page. So where your bottom flap is, open this up, and this piece here is your base. So on the right hand side, use that 1/4 inch gusset and glue or tape it in right up to the edge, like so. Now this 1 inch part we have a 1 inch gusset that makes the side of the box. We're going to attach other pages inside this 1 inch gusset later. So that gets folded back there. That's your right page. Cardstock for your left side is again just under 6 inches, or 5 15/16 by 11 inches long. We're going to score that at 1/4, 1 1/4, 5 3/4, and 9 3/4. Again, put score tape or glue on that 1/4 inch gusset and attach on the left side of your base page. And again, the 1-inch score line makes the side of the box. Also on this page, this little flap at the end, we're going to turn that into a pocket. So just add a little bit of glue to the edges there and fold that back. And that's a little pocket you put stuff in. There's no hard and fast rules with this. You could make this shorter or longer. You don't have to have it, you know, depending on what you want to do. So that's going to fold in like that. That one's going to fold in. Sorry, the bottom would go up first. So let's go in there, and this will close, and you put magnet, and it creates a box. So that's your shell. Of course, you're going to cover all this with pattern paper later. So now, as you can see, we've got lots of room on either side here for as many pages as you like. In my version, I have 2 more pages on the right side and 3 pages on the left. All you have to do is stagger them so that they fit well, depending on how many folds. So the pages within are going to be the same thing, 5 15/16 or just under 6 inches tall by whatever length you want. Normally you would have at least 1 fold, so you know, measure accordingly, but your folds don't have to be the full 5-inch width of the box. They could fold at 2.5 inches, they could fold at 3, whatever you want to do. But they all have to be just under 6 inches wide, and they all have to have a 1/4 inch gusset here. So your first score line is going to be at a 1/4 inch, and then wherever else you want to score it. However many folds you want to make. You could put more pockets in, whatever you like to do. So what we're going to do here with this one, so you have this 1-inch gap here, and that's where you're going to put any pages you want. I'm going to assume that I'm going to put 2 on here again, so I'm going to stagger it. I'm going to put it so that I have room to put a second one in and have equal spacing between them. So this is 1 inch. I'm probably going to go about 1/3 of a way in, or leave, well, I'm going to get into fractions again here, is probably 3/16 I'm leaving from the score line. Put that down, and that's another page in there. Okay, always put the bottom flap in first. Okay. And this one will go. Okay, so you can see here where it is. I've probably got room for 2 more, but if I put 1 more in the middle of that gap there, and then on this side you can put 3. So you can put as many pages as you like. You just need to know, depending on how many folds in here you have, that you're going to have room, because once you put the pattern paper and then photographs, that's going to get really bulky. So you need to leave enough room for that. And this does take a lot of pattern paper. The one I made here used an entire 8x8 pad. I have 1 sheet of paper left from that 24 sheet 8x8. But you can see here, kind of, let me see if you can see it this way better, what kind of spacing is in there once you have all the pattern paper and whatever. So like I said, this one only has 5 inside sheets plus the 2 originals, just because there's a lot of fold outs. So I hope that made sense. See this one page, it has only the 1 flap. You could have put it just 1 page with no flaps. And then there's a pocket here. It's completely dependent on what you want to do. If you have a scrap that is, you know, the right width, and it's shorter, you could have a short flap. It's up to you. how many fold outs, or this one's extremely long and it has 3 fold outs. So that is up to you how you want to do that. But it turns out really nice when it's covered in pattern paper and all put together. And inside here and inside the back here, I've put magnets so that it has a nice snap closure, and it stays together quite nicely. It's quite heavy and bulky, but there's still ample room in there to put the photographs. So I hope that helps you out for those of you that are wanting to try this. Let me know if you have any additional questions. Thanks for watching. Bye.